My Rideshare friends, my YouTube subscribers, the GOAT Award, greatest of all time. A driver that truly understands the ins and outs about rideshare and children, rideshare and teens. I welcome you, UberGirl Paula, right? Not only have I met her, so I can tell you about her character, her passion, her warm love for kids, and how she cares about this niche of the industry, which she is extremely knowledgeable about because, firstly, she obviously drives in the rideshare categories, Uber, etc. She also drives for a great company called HopSkipDrive. I'm going to put the link beneath this video, right? And as you can see by the picture, there you have a lady driving some, I guess, young teenage kids. Now, you and I know that in the Uber and Lyft rideshare business, this is not possible, right? If you own your TCP license, your commercial license, and you can do private trips, yes, you can transport these individuals, youngsters, teenagers. HopSkipDrive has those licenses. Of course, they pay a lot of money for them. But then again, they look for highly qualified drivers, right, that pass stringent, very, very strict background tests, because this is an area where you do not take a chance. Now, I have 2 kids. It's my life. It's my everything. I put them before everything in the world. They're 11 and 15 years old, 2 boys, right? And, you know, they literally walk across the street from their school, right, or just down the street, so they don't have to take a trip. But when the time comes, I as a parent, you know, having learned from Uber Paula about HopSkipDrive, this is the company I would turn to. I understand that Uber and Lyft, because of legality reasons, cannot drive these kids, right? But the fact that these guys do such strict background checks and really check out their drivers and really make sure that they are passionate about kids. I mean, you're going through a whole, literally, interview process to drive for HopSkipDrive before you can have kids in your back of your car, right? So I would feel safe if my kids drove with that company, and that's why I'm going to vouch for them. And I'm going to vouch for this company truly based on everything that this lady, Paula, has shared with me. And I met her at the pizza streaming party. I knew her before, right? We'd gone back and forth. These days, we probably speak every day, have a good laugh. And as you've heard me say many times before, this is 24/7 energy girl. Fun, laughter. You don't see this girl in a negative, sad state. Never. It's always that smile, right? That's who she is, right? So that's why people follow her. She has this infectious, super cool, fun attitude that people love. They love being around her. I love being around her. You know, I love surrounding myself with people that lift me up and not that push me down, right? So I regard her as a friend, as a rideshare friend, as an expert, as a goat. I'm not calling you a goat like a mad goat, my dear. I'm calling you the greatest of all time in this specific niche category, kids and teens. And I've said to Paula, hey, we got to get together. We got to do a video on this. You got to really tell my audience, all the people out there, nationally and internationally, what this company stands for. And I think more importantly, what Uber and Lyft could perhaps do to cater for teenagers and youngsters, right? What could they do? She had some amazing, amazing suggestions. She really needs to share that with you. She really needs to have a meeting with Uber and Lyft, with the executives, and say, hey, this is how this industry goes. Now, I'm sure that Uber and Lyft turn a bit of a blind eye when it comes to this, because I know for a fact, I'm not going to mention drivers' names, but I know a lot of drivers that drive kids. And they're like, That's on the parents. If they want to book that trip, I'm going to make the money, right? Anyways, that's not what this video is about. This video stays positive. This video is about children. This video is our future. Kids are our future, the next generation, right? And she's going to shed some light on this great category and tell you how to handle it. Now, because my channel is all about business, right? And I'm trying to find solutions, ways for drivers to make more money, for drivers to have more enjoyment, for drivers to get some vision here where they can go in this business, because there's multiple avenues of income, right? That you, or that she goes out there and does exactly what they do. She needs to get the TCP. She's here in California. She's in LA. You know, people may know her from Monterey. That's where I started communicating with her for the first time, right? And then she came down to LA, and she loves it here. And she shares her stories. She live streams. She's, like I said, she is who she is. And she needs to get a TCP. So my challenge to UberGirl Paula is, as a friend, my dear, I know you're listening to this video, go out there, get your TCP license, and then market yourself. I would say market yourself into areas like, let's say she's in LA, Pacific Palisades, Malibu, Agoura, Westlake, Hidden Hills, Calabasas, and offer your services. You'll be so successful. You'll be busy all the time. I, with my TCP license, and Pizza Pie is big, so there's tons of families out there. I drive so many kids, right? Because firstly, I treat kids as if they were my kids, right? So they're safe. I text the parents all the time where we are, who I just dropped off. These kids want to go for a quick In-N-Out burger. Don't worry, I'll get them burgers, right? So the parents love the fact that they get updated by me when I'm driving around their everything, right? And I got to treat their kids like my everything, right? Because it's the most precious cargo you will ever have is children. And you build a name for yourself. And when the kids tell their parents, damn, Torsten, or Rideshare Professor, they don't call me Rideshare Professor, they call me Torsten. They know my sons. He's a cool guy. He really looks out for us. He plays the coolest music. He makes sure we're fed. He always takes care of us and makes sure we're safe. The security factors built in there. And most importantly, communication. That's one of the things I was talking about when I spoke to Paula, is communicating with the individual, with the mother, with the father, exactly what's going on. So I'm excited to do either a live stream with her from somewhere. I threw it out there. Let's meet up after we finish our trips on St. Paddy's Day, after we've collected the loot and we've done a couple of trips. Let's go celebrate. Let's go and have an Irish beer together. Let's go tell the world, let's go tell Uber and Lyft what they need to do to address this market, because kids are important. They're losing money there, right? And also, you know, it's very, very easy in this internet world to see online who the real deal is, right? If they're discussing a specific topic, if they have knowledge about a topic, it's very easy to see if they're legit or not, right? It's very easy to see if some of the drivers have a business background and they can actually teach you something about the rideshare business. And that's what I pride myself on, is that the best training, the best help, the best support when you sign up under my codes underneath this video you get from me, no matter where you are, right? It's a formula. It's the attitude. It's about making 20% more than the average driver. And it's a proven recipe over and over again, that if you have the knowledge and the business smarts and you do specific things and follow specific guidelines when and where specific factors, you make more money. Now, I do see some videos of drivers out there, you know, shooting their stuff like, hey, this is how you make the money. And then I see screenshots of them doing 200 plus trips, right? And these individuals invite me in and say, hey, let's do these collaborations together. I'm very, very picky and choosy who I align myself with in this industry, okay? Because I choose the people, or if I want to do an interview with them, or if I want to be on their channel, or I want to invite them into my channel, I want to make sure it's the right fit and it's a legit person. So, you know, just to throw out some of the most legit names out there in my mind, right? Let's just take her, Paula, when it comes to this segment of the market, thinks the best of the best, right? Kids, teens. My mentor, and we'll mention him over and over again, my numero uno is Harry, the rideshare guy, the guy that I learned from, the guy that I have the greatest respect, engineer. Promoted his book, met with him, creme de la creme, right? You got a hot guy with a lot of momentum behind him, rideshare driver Dustin, with his Smakovich, great live shows. I just heard he went to the ER. I hope he's okay. I hope it's nothing serious. I wish you nothing but a speedy recovery, my friend. We want to see your videos. I want to see your energy back there on YouTube. Love the guy. A guy that I've mended my relationship with, Calvin, that I have great respect in Atlanta, the guy who does the best videos out there and brings really quality business content, right? Mike, the gentleman that I did an interview with in San Diego, Thomas Gibson, rising star in San Diego. You know, and I don't know, Dave, the Uber slave, I've met him. I like him. I like his videos. Keeps it real. Dark Road Run, Apptrepreneur, Uberman. Some people, few people will speak negatively about him. I think he's still a legend in this business. And he told everyone, or taught everyone after him, you know, how you can really use social media. He's a pioneer. He went way, way back. And there's many more. There's many, many more, right? But I don't, like I said, make it very, very clear. I don't respond to certain individuals when they want to do collaborations with me, because I research you. I run background checks. I do everything on the person in business. When I do business deals, I check a person out from A to Z, Z to A. I get everything. Even I have to run a $40 report over there, another $80 national background report. I want everything, you know, what shows up under that individual's name. That's important to me, right? Before I make a video. So integrity, I'm saying who you are and back it up with the right type of actions. Yes, those are the collaborations, those are the joint ventures, those are the companies that I want to form with people. So I can proudly announce today in this video that I would love to do more. I'd love to help Paula get her TCP going, her company. I would love to help her with her marketing in this area, which is also my area, because I think that's her calling, that's her niche business, is building out a really high-end service for parents that have kids and that need to be transported from A to B or multiple places. That is who she is. I think that's her calling, right? And many, many videos to come from me. But the one thing I can assure you from my side is that you're going to get the very best training, the very best advice, the very best support when you sign up under my code, right? And it's based on my experience, and then also leasing out my cars to other drivers and hearing their feedback and looking at stats, looking at numbers, looking at patterns, right? That prove that you can make more money if you do specific things. And that's not just LA based. I've cars driving in the Vegas market, the Hawaii market, the Texas market, the New Orleans market, right? And I'm in communication with different people every single day. So I've taken this to probably to the highest level that I can. The only thing that's going to replace me down the line is driverless cars. I would probably invest in that in 10, 15 years time, right? Because I think cars driving around, they're making you money, would be cool, right? But that time will come. It's called adapt or die. Just like Airbnb and hotels, you got to figure it out. Just like the taxi business has to adapt to Uber and Lyft. There's so many market corrections in this business, and you got to adapt. And she certainly found the way to find or adapt to a niche in the market that suited her, because she tried this out, Uber, Lyft, and she does all of them. But the one that she concentrates on, the one that she has the most knowledge on, and mark my words, the one where she's going to make the most future on money in the future, is forming her own company, specializing, driving these kids and teenagers for parents. Now, not to make it too long, but Paula, the invite is there. So, we could have a beer together after St. Paddy's Day, or meet on St. Paddy's Day and cover this category together. All we need is Wi-Fi. We could do a live stream. We could shoot a video, whatever you want to do. The invite is there. Drive safe.